Hi, welcome to the Big Bear Homestead. And today we're in the garden. Just me. So, you get stuck with me today. So it's been a really interesting week. We're coming off of everybody being sick, and now we're back into doing all of our videos, and we've kind of had a cold break in our weather, and so we've been able to do a lot of really cool stuff with the garden. We've put more mulch down, and we're starting to see some life. And one thing that I thought that was really interesting is we planted probably 3 or 4 beds worth of seed, because a lot of the stuff that we have out here we've been doing, and we had seed starts, and so we've brought them in as plants, but we've been doing some direct sowing out here, and some of the radishes did okay, some of them didn't do okay, but then we had some stuff that just would not pop out of the ground. And so we knew it wasn't germination, because all of the stuff that we've had from Baker Creek this year has been spot on. So we had to start thinking about what other things it could be. And I really feel like it was the heat. Between the heat and not a lot of natural, rain. This is one thing that's been a little bit of a challenge for us, is we've always grown in the ground, so we haven't had to worry about moisture retaining in the ground. We usually just mulch over everything and it's good to go. But with these raised beds, you have to be a little bit more conscious of your moisture, because one, you're allowing the moisture to go out through the bottom into the ground part, and so you only have a finite amount of space where you can hold that moisture. So that's been a challenge for us this year, is getting used to that and having to utilize straw and other things to be able to make sure that we retain the moisture within the beds. So back to when we were planting all these seeds, we were excited because we had some flowers. I had some calendula that I'm really excited to grow. We had some lettuce, tennis ball lettuce, and they get like a really small little lettuce ball, so I was really excited about that. And then nothing happened. Like, nothing's coming out of the ground. And so I was getting a little disheartened about that, and I started getting a couple more plants and trying to put stuff in, and Jason said, just be patient and let's see if something happens. Well, we've had this dip in the weather, and now that it's gotten cooler, the dirt has gotten cooler. And so now the seeds have decided to pop up and say hi. So I'm kind of glad that we didn't try to put something else in those beds. And it kind of makes me, I'm always the deep thinker. I'm always thinking about, how this is why this is my happy place, is because I can come out here and I can do physical work and just not use my brain. But sometimes I get out here, like yesterday I was out hoeing the rows for the okra, because I'm determined that I'm going to be able to put up okra this year, whether it's pickled, dehydrated, whatever. We're going to have some okra this year. And I was out there doing that, getting all the weeds pulled away, and of course that's such a it's not a brain kind of activity. You just it's just muscle memory. And so my brain kind of goes off and starts thinking about things, and I started thinking about what we have going on here with these beds, and how the temperature has to be just right and the timing has to be just right in order for things to grow. And so I started thinking about that with our lives. Everybody has that season in their life where you have to get up to that point, and there's a lot of work that might go into it, but a lot of times it's one of my, and it's not necessarily my favorite, but the one that you hear or see a lot is be still and know that I am God. And I see that even in these garden beds, is there's a time There's a time when things grow. There's a time when things are ready to harvest. And it's the wisdom of knowing when it's time and being able to just kind of let things go to where when it's time for things to happen. And I know a lot of you have been with us for many years, and you saw that last year was a very, very rough year for us. It was very difficult, to the point where I don't even, like, everybody has issues with writing the dates on their checks at the beginning of the year going into the next year. I never once wrote 2018, and I really feel like that's because 2018 was just not even a year to talk about for us. And so now here we are, and I feel like this year so far, I mean, we're almost halfway through the year. It's already June, and we have been blessed so much over the last 6 months that I just can't wait to see what the next 6 months has to offer. You know, we went to the shindig and we got to meet a whole lot of really cool people. We've actually got Chris from Single Dad Homestead. He's here today, and just getting to meet him, true blessing, wonderful. We've had so many different people come to visit us, so many people who've blessed our lives that we've been able to bless them back. And I just think that this is our season. I'm really excited to see what God has planned for us and how He's going to use us, how to use our project that we've got going on here. And I'm just really, really humbled to see how God is using us to be able to help others and have others help us. So just a little thought for you guys today. Next time you're out in your garden and you see something that maybe it's not growing as fast as you'd like it to, or you know, the fruit's not getting as big as it should be just yet, you and I both know that there's timing. It's all about timing. So be patient, be still. Thank you guys for stopping by today to listen to my, deep thoughts. I really appreciate you coming by. God bless you, and have a nice day.